Lie to Me's main premise is the idea that body language and microexpressions can be used to infer truthfulness and intent. The central character relies heavily on observations, facial expressions, posture, timing, and stress responses to draw conclusions about what people are thinking or hiding. From my perspective, some of these cues can be informative in a controlled setting, but body language on its own is an unreliable source of information. A lot of it is subconscious, heavily influenced by stress, and varies significantly across individuals and cultures. That said, the show is more interesting when it treats body language as supporting information rather than definitive proof. There are a few moments early on where that distinction comes through cleanly. One example that stood out wasn't a microexpression at all, but a lack of movement. A subject maintains an unusually rigid posture, shoulders locked, hands still, with very little motion. Rather than interpreting this as calm or confidence, the observation is that the person is actively managing their physical behavior. The idea is that cognitive effort is being spent on control instead of responding naturally. That's a subtle point, and it aligns with situations I've seen where people under scrutiny try to suppress movement rather than relax. Another cue focuses less on when they show a reaction and more on how they show it. A person delivers confident, absolute statements, but the emotional expression associated with that confidence arrives slightly late. The face reacts after the words are already out. The issue isn't the expression itself, it's the timing mismatch. That delay suggests that the emotion is being constructed rather than occurring naturally. From my experience, timing under stress is one of the more reliable things to observe compared to isolated gestures. A third example involves a sudden freeze when new or unexpected information is introduced. There's a brief pause, no movement, no speech, no visible adjustments. The interpretation isn't fear or guilt, but a freeze response under cognitive load. That distinction matters. Freeze responses are a real part of the threat and stress reactions, and the show handles that moment better than most portray by not equating it automatically with deception. Overall, the strong moments in Lie to Me come when body language is treated as supporting data rather than information. The cues they seem to carry the most weight are baseline changes, timing discrepancies, and reactions to unexpected stimulus. From my perspective, body language is good supporting evidence, but not as definitive as the show makes it out to be. It can be useful when it supports other information, but it breaks down quickly when used in isolation, especially across cultures. The show dramatizes this process, but it actually reflects the ways it can be interpreted fairly well.